What's up, guys? Welcome to Go Do Work in the World. We are here with Sean.
What's going on?
And your team.
Kayla.
This is Kayla. Chris is.
Again, they are Layer 3 Collective. They're the bomb.com of tattoo artists, tattoo shop in Baltimore. You just won Baltimore's Best?
I did. Yep.
That is amazing.
Yep.
That is sick. So, like, what's your guys' favorite part of your jobs?
I would say for me, probably like the fact I get to doodle on people all day, but like meeting new people is cool.
Yeah.
And like I've gotten to the point after like 12, 13 years where I my clientele is very vast. So I have a lot of different types of people. You know, I have like regular people. I have surgeons. I have teachers. I have every walk of life. So like you get a perspective from different people's lives just in like day-to-day work, you know.
Damn.
And the art. You know,
Yeah,
obviously.
for sure.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
I would say kind of in the similar aspect of the vast differences between what my work involves. You know, one of the biggest things when I chose a career field wasn't like, oh, how much money am I going to make? I mean, that's important for sure. But, like, I knew that I would get bored. I tried having some office jobs. I tried having some, like, regular people jobs. And it was just the regular same, day in and day out. But, like, with this, I have people that want one and only tattoo for a memorial. Obviously got people who are just like, I don't care, put it on me. It looks cool. Some people are crying. Some people are laughing. Like, I get a different job every day, basically.
That's awesome. So you never know what you're going into. It keeps it fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's the same but different every day.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your favorite part?
I mean, it is so fun getting to meet so many people, and it's like, out in the real world, I would have, like, no reason to connect with this kind of person, but we're stuck sitting here for 6 hours, so we're gonna find something we have.
We are gonna talk.
Yeah.
But it's also really
Forced
cool.
into it.
I mean, it's cool getting to do stupid stuff on people, like, silly, like, just in the moment stuff, but then also sometimes you really get the opportunity to help somebody love their body in a way that they couldn't before, and that's really special. It's really cool.
Damn right. Like, all the people that you've tattooed, have you tattooed any famous people?
Yeah, we actually just did an event at Merriweather.
Okay.
Our other business partner is Zach from All Time Low.
Okay.
And we had a whole setup there and did like backstage and tattooed the band guys and all the crew too. Outside of that, some Ravens players that aren't players anymore, but yeah, it's super cool. And it connects you with people like that, and then it's like a tree, man. It blossoms.
Opens up even more.
Yeah, man. So you hit this, like, that's how I got some of the Ravens. I ended up just luckily getting one of them, and then they're in the locker room, you know, bullshitting, and then I got a couple out of that. So
Nice.
pretty cool. And he's known Zach for a long, Sean's known Zach for a long time, and I met Zach a handful of years ago, and he came on, and that's opened up some pretty cool doors for us too.
Sweet.
For sure.
Have you tattooed any famous people?
I got to tattoo Zach when we were at the concert. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
That is really cool. How about you?
I definitely, I guess, I don't know the name of the guitarist.
Jack.
Jack. Okay, we have a Zach and we have a Jack, and I thought I was just wrong. But yeah, so I got the chance to tattoo the guitarist for All Time Low, which was really cool and really special. Not something that I thought I'd be able to do within my first years of my career.
Nice. So going off of that, how long have you been a tattoo artist?
I started my apprenticeship back in around 2018.
Okay.
And then obviously with COVID and stuff like that, I ended up taking about a year or so hiatus and whatnot. But like, yeah, kind of all throughout that period of time.
And you've touched up, but you were like 12, 13?
Yeah, so I've been full time for 12 years. I started my apprenticeship about 13 years ago, right off Pulaski Highway. It's called Legacy now.
Okay.
It's been a lot of shops since it's the current. But started there. I moved down to Florida for a couple of years, worked down the beach down there.
Nice.
And then came back up here, had a little private studio, and that's when him and I met and started the Fells Point shop. So it was Fells Point for a long time, and then, you know, we have Towson now. That's the main flagship. So
Honing down in Towson.
Yeah.
And how long have you been tattooing?
I got my apprenticeship, I think, 3.5, almost 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I just passed my 3-year tattooing on skin anniversary in July. So
Nice.
3 years. Yeah.
That is amazing. So you guys have been doing this for a good long time. You have a great team. Like you have Sean. How do you like working for this guy? Everybody loves him. I love him. He's a cool guy.
Oh, it's
He's a
great.
trip.
Absolutely.
Are you a tattoo artist yet?
No.
Would you allow him to tattoo
Oh,
anything?
yeah.
I probably.
on
I
me,
just told him the other day
Yeah.
you should try.
He's like-
he should. We always say he should have just a signature one. You
Just
know,
one.
One
Yeah.
little Sean Brown
Yeah.
tattoo.
Sean Brown tattoo
Like,
all over
just
Baltimore.
does that one. Just that.
Just that.
Something silly and stupid.
Just
you
like a
know?
little mohawk
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
A little mohawk would be perfect.
That is
Yeah.
a trademark. And then you have Chris, right? And you and Chris are partners.
Me and Chris are partners. Zach is our investing partner. Obviously, he's on tour year round, so we hardly ever see him. And he lives in Hawaii. That's even better. So this is my partner. He handles day-to-day operations. I'm the idiot that just takes care of all the BS that needs to get done. If it needs to be done, I get a text. I get it done. And that's our partnership. That's our relationship. We have total of 6 artists.
Okay.
And 1 piercer. We couldn't fit everybody on the couch today, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. But these 2 nice young ladies came to the Bull Roast on Friday.
Yes, they crushed it. They had a
showed
blast.
a lot of love and support for Signal 13 and for Matt Wilson. So shout out if you were there. Thank you all for showing up for that one. So I invited them here for this interview today so they can get some airtime and meet Mr. Wilson. That's where we're at. It's all about the Matt Wilson show today.
Yeah, right. How did you 2 meet?
So when I first came back up, I'm from here. I'm like Baltimore raised, but moved to Florida for a couple years. When I first came back up here, I knew I didn't want to work at a different shop. I knew I wanted to just start my own thing. So I had a little private studio downtown, and we linked up through some friends, and I ended up starting to tattoo him, and we got to talking. It was just pure, like, organic, you know. And we ended up opening in Fells, right, like kind of the heart of historic Fells. Yeah, it's been cool. But yeah, we kind of just met organically, you know, and I kind of showed some interest in like opening something, and he was like, well, let's do it, you know, like, why not?
You got nothing else to lose?
Yeah, man. And where I was at, it was cool, and it's a good, you know, it's fun to have the private studio thing, but I would have only ever stopped there.
Yeah.
The growth wouldn't have continued. Like, I wouldn't have been able to bring in other artists, you know. So him and I teamed up, and it's been awesome. It's been, what, 9 years? 8 years?
8,
9
9.
years, yeah. And it's just been a crazy ride, man.
That's
Ups
amazing.
and downs and all the above. You know?
And the best thing is it came organically, which is sweet.
Yeah.
And like, how did you 2 lovely ladies come into this picture?
I was working up in Harford County for, I think, like 2.5 years. And it was just time for me to make a move. And so I wandered into layer 3. And I walked in. I was shaking. I was like, hi, I would like 1 job, please.
Just one.
Just one job.
And Chris was like, cool, let me talk to my business partner and maybe you can start Thursday. This is like Tuesday, by the way. I'm like, sweet deal.
You know,
All right.
Yeah. So they
Good
took
vibe.
me on. It's opened a lot of doors for me. It's been a wonderful experience.
And then I guess there's me. I got a random text, so I was working at a bar for just some quick cash. I thought I was going to be moving to Colorado, and then I ended up not moving to Colorado, so I was just kind of making money in the between time before I found a new shop. And my cousin contacted me. She was like, oh, are you still doing the tattoo thing? I'm like, yeah, I'm still doing the tattoo thing. This is like a cousin I see on and off. She's like, oh, one of my friends, yeah, he owns a tattoo shop. You should talk to him. And just sends me the number. That ends up being Sean.
Yeah.
My cousin just happened to be partying out with Sean one night and was just like, oh, yeah, I have a cousin. And I was just like, okay. And I'm thinking this is like kind of like, okay, we'll see what's up.
Yeah.
Usually it's not going to go anywhere. Just to end up there and we're like finding the address. I'm walking up the steps. We do an interview and such. And it's like, oh, yeah, well, you know, stop on in. We'll see how this works out. And I was like, oh, holy shit, awesome. And then it's ended up just being a wonderful opportunity. We ended up getting hired around the same time, just to ending up being best friends. It's like,
Two
Thank you,
besties.
universe.
Universe, good vibes. I love the energy.
absolutely.
And the best thing about it is, like, I've known Sean for a very long time, like,
It's been a long time. But
and to be entrepreneurs like you, entrepreneur like himself, like, the best thing is, like, it's go-getters. You have nothing to lose. That's the best thing. It's like you walk in, you have all that artist mindset of like, let's do it. And like that's why you guys done successful work. Again, I follow you guys on social media. Like, what is your favorite thing to tattoo? Like, is it realism? Like, what is your niche? Or is it just like everything?
I mean, I like having variety, but I'm definitely moving more towards like full color neo-traditional work. I think that's what I'm most pulled towards.
Love it.
Yeah.
Realism, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I came up before like how things are now, and I feel like my mentor always said is like you should be able to do everything. But like I gravitated more towards realism. I do a lot of other things, but I say like color, black and gray, and colored realism.
Okay.
Is my jam.
I end up kind of on the same spectrum of I love a black and gray realism. I love moving kind of into the more detailed style work. I want to get into photorealism and stuff like that. I certainly can do a little bit of everything. I like doing color tattoos, but something about black and gray and getting all the tiny itty bitty details in there. Oh, just good stuff.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's
Yeah,
kiss.
yeah. Very much.
What is your social media so everybody who's watching can follow you?
I'm on Instagram at isfish, spelled IZFISCH. That's it. That's the only socials I do.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Everybody has
Too much.
TikTok, Threads, all this other things. What's yours?
Instagram and TikTok, both handles are the same. Chris Dom Tattoo.
Okay.
And then I've got Instagram, which is KTAT, spelled KAY_TATZ.
And then what is the shops?
So we have it all. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, if you name it, we have it. It's all Layer 3 Collective. Just LAYER, the number 3, and Collective.
Reach out to them. They are top artists in Baltimore. Baltimore's best group. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming on board.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
See you guys.